Okay, so this is my first video remembering that this account exists in almost 2 years, maybe 3. It's crazy to think about that this account is that old and that I forgot about it. But I wanted to do an update on life in general and things I want to talk about on this account if I post again, if I don't forget about this account. And just about general in life, like TikTok is being banned tomorrow. Like, it's not going to show up on my phone, which I'm so sad about, but at the same time, it's a good thing and a bad thing. Back when you last saw me, I was a ginger. I was single. I was sad, and I was very into creative writing. 2 years later, I've dyed my hair 4 times. I'm very religious now. I'm Christian, which that's something we can talk about in future videos, like scripture, why I'm Christian, my testimony, etc. How I have a boyfriend of 1 year, promise ring, how I used to be failing a lot of classes, and now I'm acing everyone. Not acing, but like doing really good, decently good in every one. I'm in a college class, an honors class, somehow making it in chemistry, geotrig, etc. And how I have a job now. I want to be a teacher when I grow up, which I didn't know what I wanted to be because I didn't think I would make it this far, and which is kind of sad, but I want to be a teacher, so I'm a student assistant, which is something else we can talk about, but I have to also be confidential about some things because confidentiality, and it's pretty much where I like help them learn how to read, how to write, how to add, subtract, do numbers, pronounce things, CVC words, which if you don't know, that means consonant, vowel, consonant. Still learning with that, you know, because I'm not really good with consonant and vowels. Vowels, I guess, are A, E, I, O, U, which I forgot about that vowels even existed. And yeah, that's like, it's my life. And I lost a lot of friends, which is okay because I have 3 good friends and my boyfriend. Perfectly acceptable, perfectly fine with me. And I wanted to make an update because I remembered about this account. I was like, wait a second. I used to have an account where I talk about things I liked. I only made 6 videos, but I talked about things I wanted to talk about. And that's harder to do now because it's like people you talk to in person are either not able to accept your opinions or are not good listeners, except for my boyfriend. He's a really good listener, and my friends are really good listeners, and they're really good at accepting my opinions, which is why they're my friends and my boyfriend. But I also want to share my opinions with other people and talk about what I like to talk about. I like to make soaps. I've made like multiple soaps lately. I like to read scripture. I like to read books. I like to do creative writing, even though I haven't been doing that lately, even though I'm the vice president of that club. I like to rant, even though if I rant, I'm not going to bring up certain people's names. I'm just going to be very, what's the word? Like grouped. Like, oh, I hate when people do this. Like, I'm not gonna make it a certain person so they don't feel like they're being ganged up upon and that I don't get in trouble and yada yada yada. But, and we're on the floor. I'm sorry that we're on the floor, but studying for honors English. And I also have a Regents, which is really scary because I'm scared. But anyway, And I have a whole SAT book. 600 and something pages. But it's been 2 years, probably almost 3. And I just wanted to revisit, maybe make some new videos and update what I want to talk about. Like, I want to talk about scripture, possibly my testimony, the Bible itself, answer questions for people who are not religious. Why not? And then I can also talk about soap making, certain ways to make soaps, things you could do with soap, what not to do with soap, how to make soap, all those things. And scents, and how to identify if it's a soap scent, and make videos of me making soap, ASMR. I like ASMR, so that's why I brought that up. Or rants, as I said. Talking about books, because I like books. Talking about games, because I love games. I've been getting into more games lately, and I have a job, so maybe I could pay for more games to try out. It's minimum wage, but I can still try. But there's just things in my life right now that weren't when I was younger. I've evolved a lot. I've dyed my hair 4 times. I used to be a ginger and have highlights, and I'm born ginger, by the way. And then I went to brown, and then I went to violet burgundy, and then I went to burgundy, and then I went to brown, which is really, really dark, but it's okay, and purple, which I'm gonna dye in a few days back to brown. And yeah, those are things I can just talk about my day, do documentaries like I used to do, or documents like daily diary type things. Talk about my art. I like making art. I don't do that as much because I don't have the time as much, but I do make art. Most likely a lot of my videos will be on the floor because I like sitting on the floor more than I do in a chair at my desk, because this is like a desk. I got a loft. My whole room changed. Like, over the summer, I think it was, when did I get it? Like this summer. That feels so far away. Anyway, this summer I got my room repainted. I got stuff out that was from when I was 7 years old out of my room. Stuff that I got when I moved in this house out of my room. It's been a while. Brought new furniture in here. Built it. I built all this stuff around my room myself. Put up those lights up myself. Also, some of the furniture I had help with for my dad, but I built it. And this is a loft. That's why you see all those bars. It's a loft. It's a full loft, which is pretty awesome. My clothes are in here. My desk is there. I was gonna get a day bed, but then I was like, wait a second. You can make use of so much space, and you don't have to get a day bed. You could get something from your youth. And I used to have a bunk bed, and I missed having a bunk bed. So I got a loft. I got a vanity, because I really badly wanted a vanity, because I love doing my makeup. That's another thing I could do. I could do makeup and get ready with me and talk. Sometimes I don't get up early enough in the morning to do that, but most certainly. And then I also have something back there that's my bookshelf and a lot of trinkets, odds and ends that I've collected. So now my room's also painted white. I do need to get posters. That's something I do definitely need to do. But yeah, I've changed even my room, like almost everything, every aspect has very much shifted since I last made a video on this account. Because I was looking back at it today, this evening, and I was on the phone with my boyfriend. Obviously, I'm always on the phone with him. And I said, "This is so sad." He's like, "What?" I was like, "My old account. It's really nostalgic. And it's sad because I remember how I was feeling at the time. I remember how much I was struggling at the time. And it made me feel like, ugh." And I was like, you know what? If I make a new video, maybe, I can make this something into what I wanted it to be, but now shift it to what older me wants. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to become a full-blown streamer or an influencer. I want to be a teacher, but this is for fun. I'm not looking for a cent. I'm not looking for a penny. I'm not looking for nothing. I'm just looking to find people who have my common interests, talk, rant to a random screen, talk about my stuff, because, and that's it. That's all I want. And if, that's all I want. I don't want anything else from it. If there's more from it, that would be so beautiful. But I'm never going to make something fun into something like, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for somewhere to talk about my interests, and just let it blow, because, like, I don't do that enough. I don't do that. I do that on the phone with my boyfriend, but, like, I'm just pouring my soul out onto a camera, and there's no, like, it's just raw feeling. And that's what I want. That's all I need. And that's it, that's all I want on this. So, yeah, that's it. That's the update, And I'm hoping you guys have a blessed night or blessed day. And, hopefully I'll make another video, So,